guys. Looks like our first SEMA car is gonna be put to rest for a little while. So what better time than to build SEMA Show car number 2. Welcome to a new build series brought to you by Boss Audio Systems, featuring my 1990 BMW 325i E30. We're going to start by showing you guys the dirty details of this car. We don't want to shy away from the imperfections so that you can really appreciate the amount of hard work that's about to go into these next 2 months building this thing. In this first episode, we're going to start by peeling off the wrap. Most of you don't know this, but the car is actually white underneath this black wrap and paint. And if you guys want to figure out what happened to this car over here, you're going to have to subscribe, stick around, and find out in future episodes, because we'll be talking about that later. Secondly, we're going to be tearing down the M50 motor. Let's get to it. Super thrilled to have Boss Audio Systems be a part of our project. Do me a favor, check out their website, check out their car stereo systems. The best thing you guys can do to help support me is to help support the companies that are making this production possible. All right, we've taken off the wrap on the E30. Next is the M50 engine teardown. Now, a lot of you are gonna be asking me why we didn't go with an S52 or S50 motor like we swapped into the E30 originally, and that's because we're getting ready to boost this thing. And the M50 has much thicker cylinder walls than either of those M motors. Now, Barry Johnson, my friend, was kind enough to deliver this for us. He picked it up from someone on Craigslist. Cut to that footage.
All right, so we're out here, we're going to pick up an engine for Zach. We're gonna get a M50 block. Okay, dirty old engine, let's do it.
We don't actually know the history of this block. We don't even know how many miles are on it, but that's okay. All we need from this is the block itself, and we'd like to use the head, so hopefully that's in good shape as well. But we're gonna be using our S50 camshafts from the original S50 motor, which blew up on us. And we're gonna take the bottom end of my original S52 motor from the E36, which I sold to somebody and they never used it. 3 years later, they sold it back to me. So it's really a cool part of this build is that we're using the heart of my E36, the original motor, which you guys never got to see because we chucked it out and put an LS3 in it. But that is going into this M50 motor. After we take this to the machine shop and get this thing ready, we're gonna be able to bring it to Rampage Fabrication. Gabe is gonna be using our GT 3076R turbo and Vibrant Performance consumables to be creating us a custom turbo kit. It's gonna be incredible. I'm super excited for that. But before we get ahead of ourselves, we need to tear this motor down. This thing's got some miles on it. Hey, this one looks good. There's a lot of water that got in here. All right, it's gonna take a little while to dig into. Let's just start the time lapse. Go. machine shop we go. Like a colossal mess. Yeah, those. You can take the cardboard.
Yeah?
You want us to put them all in there? Squeeze that together. Take like tape around it.
Dude, Taco Tuesday.
Taco that thing.
I feel weird. Want to put a bag for you?
What?
Bag or really careful for you?
You're trying to be really careful?
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. I would hope that you would try to be with that crankshaft.
You think I would be, right? But see how it's laying down right now? It's just gonna fly forward.
Yeah, I know.
What's up, man?
Is he trying to lick up the oil on the ground?
I got gloves.
Good catch.
Thank you.
Thanks. Off to the machine shop.
Yeah.
All right, time to remove this dash. Get it over to Jordan at Northwest Crafted. I'm supposed to do this with a second person, but I think it's about 1 in the morning right now. I'm by myself. Still on day 1 of the build, but I wanted to get these interior pieces sent off to Jordan as soon as possible. Got a M50 cylinder head delivery. Hopefully this one's not cracked.
This one is not cracked.
Alright, let's see this thing.
It's just been sitting in my garage a little while.
Where'd you come here from?
Graham.
Graham? Sweet. Here, let's grab a light. Alright, let's see. So the concern is in between the exhaust valves and the water jackets. That's usually where you look really close.
You should be good to go, man.
Cool. Yeah, I just have to be super careful on check.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Yeah, this one looks like it checks out. Yeah, I showed up to this guy in Everett. He's like, yeah, no cracks, for sure, no crack. Sure enough, right in between here was like crack.
And it's usually between 5 and 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got the ball.
Let's see. Yeah, this will work. Currently trying to get the front of the frame rail straightened out.
Some fucking shenanigans up here. Already into some shenanigans. Hasn't even been an hour.
Yeah, don't go too crazy.
I mean, it's hard. I'm naturally crazy, but I'll suppress the crazy for a moment.
All right, suppress it. Oh my God.
Was that too much?
Yeah. Shit.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
We pulled something off.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
Well, now we just have to cut this off and get a new one. All right, so what are we doing?
We are putting this new hood onto this bad boy right here. The hood there got smashed.
What else? What's that?
What is that, Zach?
Core Sport.
Oh, a core sport?
Yep.
And we're also placing this core sport here for better support on the car.
There you go. Okay. What about this?
This is more for looks. You don't need it.
But what's it called?
It's not a bumper.
You're right.
Above your bumper.
It does. But first things first, we gotta...
Take this off and put it on.
Yep. Let's start the time lapse.